Hello Pokemon lovers and welcome to a brand new episode of Rating All Pokemon where I, Hilda, rate a bunch of Pokemon each week. And it's time for another one of those things. Today we've got 3 Pokemon again, which is a small amount, but you know, we're at that legendary bit where everything's just confusing. And I'm kind of done with the legendaries now. Almost there. Almost there. Let's just do it. Today we're talking about the Sea Guardians, Phione and Manaphy, and I think these are pretty cool Pokemon. Phione is kind of the child, I suppose, of Manaphy. It is only obtainable by breeding Manaphy with a Ditto, and by breeding Manaphy with a Ditto, you get Phione, and it's impossible to get a Manaphy from breeding with a Ditto. So Phione is like the tiny, weak version of Manaphy, and I personally like Phione more. I think the design is cooler, but that's just me, and I think it's very underrated. So Phione and Manaphy are related, and like I said, Phione is the weak version of Manaphy, kind of. Phione is known as the Sea Drifter Pokemon, while Manaphy is known as the Seafaring Pokemon, which kind of explains, like, Phione drifts, doesn't really go anywhere, and Manaphy knows where it's going, and it fares the seas. Now, Phione has this little ball on top of its head, and it uses that to float around. It's usually in a pack of other Phione. And yeah, it just floats around on the ocean, chilling, like kind of like a boy. And kind of like a boy. Now, it drifts on the ocean as much as it wants to, but it always returns to the place it was born, which is weird, because what if it was born on land? Can't really drift there, can it? Now, Phione isn't officially classified as a legendary or mythical Pokemon. There are like a lot of different theories on what it actually is. To me, it's just a mythical Pokemon, and I'm just gonna stick with that because I just think it is. Phione and Manaphy are both based on sea angels. Now, sea angels are these weird creatures that float around in the ocean and they look kind of cute. Specifically, Phione is based on the Cleone, which is a specific species of sea angels. Here's another fun fact. Sea angels are mostly found around the island of Hokkaido, which is one of the Japanese islands, and Sinnoh is based on that island. Yeah. Now, Phione's name comes from a combination of the last syllable in Manaphy, Phi, and Cleone, Phione. There you go. Also, I used to always call it Phione, but that's not what it's called, apparently. Let's move over to Manaphy, shall we? Now, like I said, Manaphy is the seafaring Pokemon. It's only obtainable through special events and stuff like that. I don't think I've ever owned one. No, I haven't. Fun fact! 80% of Manaphy's body is made of water. It's like a fucking cucumber, isn't it? Only cuter. Now, Manaphy is a Pokemon that is very, very sensitive to its environment. When a person feels sad, it will feel sad, and when a Pokemon feels sad, it will also feel sad. But what it also can do is create a very strong bond with any Pokemon or human it meets. Another one of its abilities is being able to switch perspectives of a Pokemon of 2 different individuals and make them see through each other's point of view, I suppose. Now, just like Phione, Manaphy also is very keen on returning to its birthplace for some reason. I don't know why. What if it was born in like a shit place? Now, Manaphy is also based on a sea angel, and its name comes from mana, as in power, or as you nerds know it, the way, like, the thing you use to create magic and stuff, and a shortening of fairy, Manaphy. Now, it also might be based on manatee, but it doesn't, like, remind me of manatees one bit, so I don't know why. I personally think that the Sea Guardian duo is kind of cool. I like the design, they're very cute. Preferably Phione. Sorry, Manaphy. And I give them a 5 out of 5. Our next Pokemon is Darkrai, which is the second half of the Lunar Duo. And the Lunar Duo consists of Darkrai and Cresselia. And Cresselia is a Pokemon we already discussed in my previous video, but Pokemon likes to not put Pokemon that belong together in this gen, and it's bothering me. But you know what? I guess I'll have to deal with it. Now, I talked about Cresselia and how it gives people good dreams. Darkrai is kind of the opposite of Cresselia. It gives people nightmares, and it actually feeds off these nightmares. It's able to inhabit dreams and make them bad, and it's also able to keep a person into an indefinite slumber, and the only way to wake him up is by using a lunar wing that comes from Cresselia. Now, Darkrai is kind of scary the way it looks. It is kind of like a nightmare Pokemon, and that's what it really represents, while Cresselia is like the light version and the happy pastel colored of the two. Now, Cresselia is based on the crescent moon and Darkrai is based on the new moon. Now, apparently it's been said that Darkrai mostly is active during the new moon, and that's when it causes the people's nightmares. Now, a lot of Pokédex entries state that Darkrai's ability to create nightmares isn't like a malicious thing, but more of like a self-defense mechanism. Now, I don't really understand how this works, because how does giving other people nightmares protect you? I guess maybe if it like a person is harming it, it can like make it fall asleep and have nightmares so it can run away, but what? Now, the way it looks and everything that it does probably means that it's based on the concept of nightmares, but it may also be based on the boogeyman, which we all know as a scary dude that crawls into our beds at night and then eats us alive. That's not what it does, but you get my drift. Another thing it might be based on is the Oneiroi. I don't know how to pronounce it. They are Greek demigods that can control dreams. Now, Darkrai is most likely based on the Phobator or something, which is the god of nightmares. Now, Darkrai's name obviously comes from dark and Kurai, which is Japanese for dark. So its name is actually Dark. Dark gets a 4 out of 5. That was it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I know it was kind of short, I suppose, but yeah, it's just three Pokemon. Next week, or next video, will be the last video of the Sinnoh region, and I'm sad to see it go, but I'm also ready for something new, so I hope you're excited. I will see you again soon, and don't forget to subscribe or something. Goodbye.